But here's what you have to know, and here's what the big aha is. You don't have to take it every day. Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Digging In with Dr. Kellyann, where I take on your questions. All day long, I get pinged, I get stopped, I get asked, Dr. Kellyann, can you tell me this? Can you tell me that? Well, now is your time. I am answering all of your questions starting now. What are your secrets from getting consistent sleep where I wake up and I feel rested? Here's what I would do. The first thing you need to tackle is the temperature of the room. Believe it or not, you want to keep it at about 65 to about 67 degrees. That's where research shows us that you will get into the best deep sleep. Second, you want to close shop at least a couple of hours before you go to bed. I can tell you for me, it's a rhythm. Every night at about 7 o'clock, I shut down. Unless there's something really important that I have to do, I shut down at 7, and at 9 o'clock, I go into bed. Here's why this is important, because you want to be on what we call our circadian rhythm. That is the rhythm or the flow of your sleep cycle. And so not only infants and children and toddlers should be on a sleep schedule, you should actually be on a sleep schedule too. So shutting down. So for me, I know, shut down at 7, the blue blocker glasses go on, and at 9 o'clock, I start chilling out. And that's my pattern, and you should set up a pattern for yourself as well. And if you really feel like, you know what, I would love to do something more to help to train myself to sleep, there's a couple of things that you can do. Magnesium is one of the things that people use to help calm them down. It calms down nerves, so it calms you down at night. Second is GABA, gamma aminobutyric acid. They call it GABA. GABA Calm is what I love. You can take 1 or 2 of those tablets at night when you're set your shutdown time at 7 o'clock. Take 2 of those, get the GABA, and you start feeling relaxed. Or take some magnesium. And then about a half an hour before you want to go to sleep, maybe a little melatonin, like 3 milligrams, just a little bit, just to help you and train your body. But the important thing is to get in that natural rhythm and make sure the room is comfortable and start shutting down anything that's going to excite your brain before you go to bed. So what are the carbs that are healthy? So when you're thinking about carbs and you're thinking about health, what you want to think about is carbs that have a slow run on the body, I call it. So they're slow carbs instead of fast carbs. And what do I mean? These are carbs that hit your blood sugar in a steady fashion and aren't going to do a zigzag up and down, and you go up and down with it. So it's really important that you have more slow affecting carbohydrates. Carbs are what give you your energy. So when we're talking about vegetables, we talk about 2 lanes. Your fibrous greens, which are fiber. You need the fiber to have things move through your intestines. And you also need a starchier carbohydrate to give you energy. So we all know that greens are good for us. So the question really is, out of the starchier carbs that give us energy, which ones can I eat? Which ones can I eat and not have my blood sugar go crazy? My favorite of all time are always potatoes. I love potatoes, either sweet potato or regular are okay. I love sweet potatoes because there's so many good things that you can do and bake them. They taste sweet and delicious. They pair beautifully with so many things. Spaghetti squash, another good one. And a lot of these squashes, if you don't want to deal with making them, they're coming already spiraled. You can buy them very easily, already prepared to just do just about anything with. But they're a great source of energy. Carrots are another carbohydrate that actually gives you great energy, and they have no ill effects to the body. So always think, what is going to impact my blood sugar in the slowest and steadiest fashion? Dr. Kellyann, what is the big deal about gut health? You talk about it all the time. I mean, I feel healthy. Why do I need to listen? So I want you to think about your microbes as kind of your secret defenders back there that do a lot of things for you. So even though you think, my gut health, I feel fine, they do so many things for you that you may not even realize. For instance, If you want to feel like you're in a good mood or you want to feel balanced emotionally, one of the things that's important is to have serotonin and for your body to keep manufacturing this serotonin, which is kind of your happy hormone, so to speak. And so it's manufactured in the gut. So gut health is really important for that. So one of the things that you can do if you want to really think about how can I hack gut health, what's like the simple way that I can do that? First off, start adding some pre and probiotic foods to the menu. So kimchi is a probiotic food, sauerkraut, a probiotic food. You can start adding prebiotic foods, things like asparagus, things like onions. Just start adding them to your diet little by little, and it'll actually make a difference in gut health. The other thing is you can start thinking about, I really want to make sure that my gut is healed and sealed. And I know I talk about bone broth a lot, but if you're asking me for a gut hack, I can't help but to mention bone broth because that is the kind of premier action of bone broth is to heal and seal your gut. So I would start incorporating about 2 cups of bone broth in my diet. And also, if you really want to kind of shortcut all of it, a really good probiotic. Take a good probiotic, one that encompasses many different levels and can do many different things for your body. That is definitely one of the things that you can do to hack gut health. Anti-aging hacks that don't break the bank. Really simple, just drink lemon water. Lemon water has lots of vitamin C in there, and it's also the precursor for collagen. You need vitamin C. So it's a good way to get a lot of stuff done. Protein. Protein is so vital as we age. It is the organ of longevity, as one of my colleagues says all the time. It's very true. It's the organ of longevity. So make sure that you're getting good protein and think about it. Make it very deliberate that I'm getting enough protein. Another thing that you can do is lift weights. And I cannot say this enough. Exercising isn't the same if you're not doing something that's really going to keep developing muscles for many different reasons. But one of the most important thing is to keep your body young. Another thing that you can do that's very easy, that takes nothing but maybe a little white knuckling for a little while. Have you met the sugar demon? So sugar is something that's super easy that you can just cut from the diet. And if you cut that from the diet, you're cutting out something called AGEs, these advanced glycation end products. And this is what can age you because it makes your structures very brittle that your body stops healing the way it should heal and stops regenerating the way it should regenerate. And that, my friends, means aging. Do I really need to take a vitamin? I mean, I'm healthy. Well, in order for us to get the nutrients that we really need, that our body needs, we have to have it from soil that's very healthy. And it has to be soil that's been very healthy for many generations. And we also have to be very aware of everything we're eating. Our butter, is it grass-fed butter? So it has those conjugated linoleic acids. Oh, the meat we're eating, is it wild meat? So it has, again, those nutrients and those healthy fats in it. Everything, our vegetables, what are the source of our vegetables? So if you're not really dialing into everything that you're eating all the time, there may be some nutrients that you are deficient. And the goal with pure health and longevity and so many other things is nutrient sufficiency. So if you get a good multivitamin, it's often helpful. But here's what you have to know, and here's what the big aha is. You don't have to take it every day. So we hear about the daily multiple. That's old school thinking. Maybe take a multiple a couple of times a week, or maybe take it for a short period of time. I'm going to take it for 6 months. I'm going to evaluate again how I feel. That's really the kind of the updated version on multivitamins. It doesn't have to be an everyday hit. Bye, everyone. I hope I've answered all of your questions. I've had a lot of fun doing it. And if there's any question that you have that has not been answered, ping me, and it may show up on the next Digging In.